So we are still having fun with Google Slides. We are still adding things to our virtual classroom. So let's check the progress of the virtual classroom, and then also let's get our Zoom synced up to our virtual classroom. That way the kids can just click right on the Zoom image and it'll take them right to that meeting and they don't even have to work that hard. So here's our home page for our virtual classroom. Welcome to class. I've added a Zoom icon right here on the shelf. This will probably stay there for the duration of virtual learning because I want them to be able to click on it and then quickly be able to get to the Zoom meeting. So we have our centers, our reading centers are done. So we have our listening centers here. We have books. When you click on these books, you will go straight to the YouTube video of those books. I also added in a cute little video. I love Kid President, and he is talking about inventors and inventions and why they are important to our community. So I thought that will fit perfectly. I think every week I'll try to add one little video clip for them to watch in our listening center. And I like to do color coding so they know, like, ooh, this is different, so it must be important. So I have boxed it. I did a border and I did it blue. So when you're looking to make borders, you just click the image. You go right here to where it says border weight. You choose how thick you want it to be. You choose what kind of border you want it to be. And then you choose the actual color you want your border to be. So here's our reading centers. For right now, I'm pretty much done with this. Education Galaxy, when you click on the computer, you're going to go to Clever. When you click on the listening center, you have all of your Audible books. You have your Read to Self center. This is actually going to take them to the audio on the HMH website. I will also add in the PDF in case they want to read it themselves, so they can read it or listen to it, whichever helps them more. I have my Respond to Reading, which is my Flipgrid, and then I have my WordWork Center. I also added in listening center response forms just as a way to kind of hold them accountable of making sure that they're actually participating in the listening center. These are some really great books for them to read about inventions and inventors. So this is great. I also have morning meeting activities. This is done as well. We have some super cute videos. We have our Kid Inventors with Ellen DeGeneres, with some kids that are going on there because they've invented things that have made their lives and the lives of people in their community easier. I have daily yoga with Cosmic Kids. So cute. Love her. I also have another Kid President. It's a pep talk for the kids. At the beginning of every year, I do a huge Power of Yet growth mindset lesson. It takes about 2 weeks to get through it. Still want them to have this lesson because it's so important. So what I will do now is I will actually take my boxes. These are just text boxes that I've added, and I'll go in and actually add some borders to those, and I will change the color and kind of color code them because I want them to know that some of these are the Power of Yet, and then some of them are actually growth mindset. So let's do that is the color, so we don't want that. Let's do our border color. Let's do a dark green for that, and then I will just go and make, I'm going to make sure that I use the correct weight. I like them to all be the same. And then 3 from the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to go 4, 3 from the bottom. And so now I'm just color coding them. All of these with green borders are my Power of Yet. And then I also have my growth mindset. We will do this one. Let's do this one purple. These are my growth mindsets clips here. And then I will tell them on their pacing guide and on their daily schedule what they're going to be doing, whether they're going to watch a Power of Yet or a growth mindset. We will get all of that figured out. So this is our progress that we've made so far. So now let's get our Zoom linked up. So I'm going to minimize this. And then I'm going to bring up my Zoom, and just for today's purposes, I'm just going to grab a link from summer school so you can see. I am just going to copy. Now I'm going to click on my Zoom, insert, link. I've already linked it, but I would just Command V, paste it there and apply it. And then you can also link these to your Zoom. That is up to you. I'm debating on whether I want to have the word Zoom there or whether I want to take this icon and put it in here. So that is just a debate that I'm having. And they can click on this icon and it'll take them right to the Zoom meeting. So once they click on it, it'll open up their web browser, or if they're on their phone, it'll open up their phone, it'll say open Zoom, and then it'll take them to the meeting that they are trying to get into. So now that we have our basic classroom kind of ready to go, now I can go in and just edit it week by week with different activities for them to do. Once I get my schedule a little bit more clear, I'll have that ready for them. I'll also do their reading centers here so I can add a little bit more direction on what I want them to do. And then my classroom will almost be ready. So we are still working on it. It's still a work in progress. It's not done. It's not perfect yet, but we will just keep working at it. Thank you so much for joining. See you soon.